Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we got EZA details for Super Saiyan Bardock right here. These are a little early because Bardock does not come out until I believe the 12th. But JP Dokkan is having a massive update tomorrow, bringing in Super EZAs. I think the data download will also include Chilled, as well as Super EZA AGL Dragon Fist Goku. All of this is going to be coming in tomorrow's maintenance, data download, whatever. Well, I say tomorrow, but it's in like 16 hours, something like that, right? I believe is when the, kind of like the maintenance and all this stuff is going to happen. All right, so let's just jump in, take a look at AGL Bardock. Now, we really wanted a villain buff right here since we have a villain Dokkan Fest, and it's a villain Dokkan Fest. I mean, I'm warming to Frieza, but I mean, the criticism is still the same and true that his team will let him down. We will lose constantly using Frieza's team because of the terrible units around him, so he needs help. And STR Bojack was ready and in line for an EZA. So was LR Turles, and they chose to go with this Bardock. Now, Bardock, at the same time, we are rooting for this guy to be good for sure, because look at some of these weaker teams. He's on low-class Warrior. I mean, he's on Revenge, Exploding Rage. Like this guy can help a lot. Now, he does have the low-class Warrior stuff in here. Remember, they keep the spirit of these characters the same. So he's going to keep this, stuff against extreme-class enemies and Wicked Bloodline enemies and low-class Warrior stuff. But hopefully, they give him a lot in addition to make him very good. Also, understand the fights that are super relevant right now. So, we're thinking about Bardock in context of Supreme Battle Spectacle Gogeta Blue, Supreme Battle Spectacle Beast Gohan, I think Cell Max, and Red Zone Movie Boss Rush are kind of like the big four. But then there's just like a cascade of other fights which are relevant. Supreme Battle Spectacle Trunks, and then the Dragon Ball Super Movie Memorial Gohan and Piccolo fight. Like, there's a bunch of fights that are relevant, right? So, all right. Let's take a look. Is he good? Is he bad? If I had to guess, I would say he's probably going to be more in line with, like, Kefla than, what was the last EZA-TUR? I can't even remember. Oh, my God, it was the Android 13, wasn't it? Oh, no. Oh, boy. Android 13, I was using him in Battle Spectacle a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't looking too good for him. All right, we got translations from Minato's Flash. All right, so base Bardock. Here, let's zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so leader skills 4 key, 170% of stats, sure. Greatly stacks defense now and does immense damage. Okay, and it was just a normal stack before? Yeah, it was just a normal stack previously. So that's 30%, now it's 50%. Okay. A lot of these fights do go on long. So, I mean, Bardock certainly is going to be instantly a great option for Red Zone Movie Boss Rush and probably Battle Spectacle Gogeta. Like, those two fights just right away, Bardock probably will be very good for those. Okay, just off of this alone. So he gets 2 key, 150% of stats. 50% attack when attacking, no defense there, okay. Then he gets 20% attack up to 100%. Damage reduction up to 50% per low-class Warrior. And super effective in all types against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. Yeah, I mean, they weren't going to just remove this, right? The problem here, let's take a look. So we're looking for, like, unfortunately, guys, we're looking for Supreme Battle Spectacle meta characters. We can say 23rd World Tournament Goku, you could get away with him, and probably Path to Power Kid Goku is so good. There's more videos I want to do on them. Certainly before I could do a tier list of First Form Frieza, I need to do a lot of TURs in these fights. So it's like we can run 23rd World Tournament Goku and Path to Power Kid Goku. I think both of those we could get away with. Path to Power against Gogeta Blue, I'm not going to be dying to do, but at Turles, dude, Turles is just ass, man. Yeah, okay. So you could probably anticipate, right, that you're going to have one, so he's going to have 10% just from himself. But it's just, you know what they should have, honestly, what they should have did was, they should have changed this. It should be like 20% damage reduction up to 60 per low class warrior category ally in the team. Like, they just can't be, you know, they can't expect it. Oh, brother, we got another one. Additional, the high chance to be a super if there's another low-class warrior category ally. This is just not... he's not very... Like, he's not good. He's just a stacker. He doesn't even have built-in additionals. I mean, this doesn't count, dude. Low-class warrior category. Like this... Was that? Yeah, see, okay, this is bad. This is bad. Like, this is expected. This should just... He should just have this. This is so stupid. That's bad. Like it would help him a lot if this was just base kit. This last line should be base kit. He does have a really good active skill, right? Turn 4 or when there's a Wicked Bloodline. Yeah, that's one of the best in the game. This, if they do transforming characters moving forward, we can't do, like, this is perfect. I mean, I could say, maybe even better would be just literally whenever we want, like Physical Angel Gold and Frieza. But, I mean, we could transform when we want to, essentially, with Bardock. So, alright, so then he goes into Super Saiyan Bardock, man. I mean, he can be good. Keep in mind that right now the true toughest fights are definitely Super Class. But, I mean, Cell Max is a relevant fight, but Bardock's not going to be good for Cell Max, because Cell Max is, you know, doing 2.8 million turn 1 or whatever the hell it is. So that's not really going to be great. So Bardock will be one of the better options in the game against Red Zone Movie Boss Rush, I guess. But, I mean, there's a lot of characters you could get to work in there. All right. So 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, immense damage, crit lowers defense. That's unchanged, isn't it? Didn't he do 50% before? No, it was 30. Okay. So now it's 50. Okay. 3 key, 180% stats. That's going to be very good with his EZA stats. He's super effective against all types. 18% damage reduction. Oh, they... Bro. Oh my god. All we did was take off the turn restriction. That's all we did. Are you kidding me? 18%? Dude, 18%? You know what Beast Gohan thinks of 18%? Oh, man. Okay, 18%. That's not... Like, guys, he essentially doesn't even have damage reduction. Okay. So, okay. Launches an additional, which has a 70% chance to be a super. That's good. I mean, this 50%... I mean, he's gonna probably be very tanky in Super Saiyan after supering. But, I mean, there's a lot of characters like that. I mean, he certainly... like he should... Let's just see. Hold on. So he's got the additional. 100% attack when attacking. Okay. Medium chance of critting and dodging. 3 key... 18% chance to crit, 18% damage reduction, 18% dodge for 5 turns. Then he launches a guaranteed additional super and all attacks become crits against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. Okay, so let's bring in the full scope right here. So he comes out, and he has essentially a 50% chance to crit, essentially 50% dodge, and 36% damage reduction for 5 turns. Okay. I do think this guy is going to end up underrated. Actually, I do. Wait a minute. I do think he's going to be underrated. Okay. It's good that before I'm like, he's the worst ever. I just read the full passive. So for his first 3 rotations, 50% crit, 50% dodge, and like 36%. I know I'm saying 50, even though it's, 48%, but it's, I mean, bro, it's, it's 50. It's basically 50. That's going to be for his first 3 turns if you keep him on rotation. With the stacking, I do think this guy's going to be pretty underrated. I think. I can see he's going to be a great option against Supreme Battle Spectacle Gogeta, man. He's going to be great against Red Zone Movie Boss Rush. Cell Max, no, and Beast. We could use him against Beast. He could be better. But, like, this guy, I mean, I'll just tell you guys flatly, if we look at this, like, he's better than everything on here, right? How is he not? Who is he worse than on here? In Future Gohan? No. No, like he's the best character on here, by far. With 50% crit, dodge, and the damage reduction after stacking. And then, I mean, he's going to have probably very high defenses after he supers. Okay. You're going to stack up defense. Because he's greatly stacking, he's probably going to have high defenses along with his huge stats. I'm sure Proton or someone probably tweeted out his EZA stats. Oh, they're going to be monstrous. Yeah, hold on. All right, here we go. Yeah, guys, these are big boy stats. Okay, I actually, I feel like I kind of like him. They got rid of, so he was super effective against extreme class enemies. They got rid of that. They just gave him that in base. So, hold on, it froze. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Let me just take another glance at this. Let's look at this. So, against Gogeta, we would probably have a little bit of time. Damn, do I actually want to go additional with this guy? Maybe so, huh? Because, when it really matters, we are at least going to have 50% dodge. And those additionals in base really would make a big difference, right? 18% damage reduction is going to do nothing. But once we're, 36%, and then if he could get potentially a double super, because he does have an additional with a 70% chance to be a super. So yeah, I think I do kind of like additionals on him. He's got dodge as kind of like a last resort. He's got crit and super effective. I mean, certainly I would trade this crit right here for like more defensive ability, especially if he's already got super effective against all types, but he's got some stuff. Yeah, he's not bad. Again, I look at this and like, I feel like Bardock is way better than this whole list. I don't know. Like, I mean, this Trunks in like Red Zone movie boss rush is certainly, he's going to be him. Like he's going to be a god. That's fun. But dude, these guys are all washed, right? Like, bro, like the level of power, like EZAs are designed to be a complementary option, like for the year's content. I mean, we're now in a new year, so these guys are going to be barely skating by, right? Like in future Gohan, its prey attacks are not aimed at him. Same with Beerus, Gogeta is a Realm of Gods enemy, but that's hard type disadvantage. We're not doing that. I guess AGL Zamasu, I'm hard on him, but I have seen some flashes of good stuff from him as well. So I don't know. I guess maybe if I would update this right now, I would probably have AGL Zamasu at 1 pretty easily. And then probably in future Gohan as 2. Well, Kefla's the best. I haven't used her myself yet, but Kefla is definitely number 1, right? Kefla is better than Bardock too, but I think Bardock, like if the EZA list is probably Kefla, then Bardock, then Zamasu is what I'm guessing. So let me know what you guys think about Super Saiyan Bardock. Does seem like he's going to have some stuff. I don't like it's in base. I think people might really focus in on this low-class warrior shit, but that's mostly a problem for, like, that keeps this guy from being really good for Cell Max, more so than anything. Because it's like, he's not keeping that when he goes Super Saiyan anyway. And, you could go Super Saiyan pretty fast. So it's not like you're, Blue Goku and Vegeta who are stuck in base, and you have the dominant Blue Vegito form that you can't transform into. So, yeah, he seems solid. Let me know what you guys think about Bardock, but he seems like he should be a help for a lot of these teams. If there's going to be longer fights, I mean, remember, they're going to do more boss rush event. Like, they did movie 1. They're going to do a GT 1, a Wicked Bloodline 1. Bardock is going to be good in all of these because, we probably could safely stack in some of these fights. He should be pretty good. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.